Webcams are a streamer's best friend, a Zoom teacher's worst nightmare, and somewhat optional for a VTuber, unless of course you're talking about Vtube Studio. Then you either have to have an iPhone, Android, or webcam, and today we're going to be covering that last one. Webcams come in many shapes and varieties, and also at several different price points, so I've collected 4 webcams, with the cheapest being $20 and the most expensive being $200. I'm going to be testing them all today, talking about which ones you may want to buy and how to improve what you may already have. To start, I'm just going to show you what the image quality of each webcam looks like before we start using them for Vtube Studio. This will let you know what kind of quality difference you can expect. Up first is the Larson webcam, which is easily one of the cheapest pieces of hardware I've ever had the pleasure of plugging into my computer. But hey, it works, and for 20 bucks, who can complain? Next up is the Logitech C505, which at the time cost me around $50, but has been replaced by the Logitech C505. We then have probably the most popular webcam on the market, which is the Logitech C920. Finally, we have the Logitech Brio, which runs us about $200. Now, to explain the battery of tests I'll be running, I have all 4 webcams positioned next to each other on my desk and will be recording them simultaneously. From here on out, I will be swapping between them as I talk so you can get an idea of what everything will look like. First, I am going to read off a simple sentence in the natural light of my room. I will then reread that sentence with a lamp pointed at the wall near me to help get some reflection of light onto my face. This should help the webcams track a little bit better. We will then go back to the natural lighting and adjust some of the native settings in Vtube Studio for each webcam. And finally, we will end up with proper lighting and settings and an explanation of what I changed to help get the best results. This is the first sentence I am speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking turns out to be just fine. This is the second sentence I'm speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking turns out to be even better. This is the third sentence I'm speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking looks noticeably better. This is the final sentence I'm speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking looks the best. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna swap back to just using one avatar for the rest of the video because my audio was popping like crazy when I was trying to record with all 4. Let's go over what we just saw. The first and second sentences are quite obviously the worst of the bunch because there is no audio input delay added to the sources. Adding as little as a 100 millisecond delay to your microphone can make your audio sync up much better. I have a very quick tutorial already made on how to do this, linked in the card and video description. Observation number 2, proper lighting had a very noticeable effect on the Larson webcam and the C525, but it still helped out even the Brio and the C920. Lighting can be done with something as simple as a lamp pointed at a nearby wall just to make sure that that light bounces onto your face, or if you want to buy a cheap ring light off Amazon for $10 or $15, that might be the way to go if you want more consistent lighting in the future. Finally, what are all these settings that I changed? Well, let me show you. We're going to start by opening up settings. Now, there are 2 primary places that will most affect your webcam's performance. In the first tab, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have microphone settings. When you turn this option on, Vtube Studio tries to use your microphone to help it decide what mouth shapes it should make. You can adjust the volume gain, volume cutoff, and frequency gain. This alone can make your mouth shape significantly better. However, the best settings to change are located in the second tab. Tracking settings will be near the top, and here you can adjust your blink sensitivity, eye open sensitivity, mouth smile sensitivity, and brow sensitivity. These all default to 50, and as you can see, I have changed mine quite a bit. If you are having problems with your model blinking continually, turn down the blink sensitivity. If you want your eyes to be open more often, turn down the eye sensitivity. For me, I find that turning down the mouth open sensitivity by quite a bit can help make your talking look much more natural. Mouth smile sensitivity doesn't generally cause too many problems, but you should adjust this if you're finding that your model is smiling too often. Last off is brow sensitivity. I've yet to run into someone who has a problem with the default setting with this. Let's take a look at the difference of the Larson webcam with and without settings and lighting. This is the first sentence I am speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking turns out to be just fine. This is the final sentence I'm speaking to the webcams. Hopefully the tracking looks the best. It's a pretty noticeable difference. If you already have a webcam, spend some time with your lighting and with the settings to see what you can improve before deciding if you need to upgrade. If you don't have a webcam, here's my recommendation. If you're only going to be using this for VTubing, the webcam tracking frame rate in Vtube Studio never got above 30. So any webcam that can do at least 1280 by 720 at 30 frames a second is good to go. I would take any money you would have spent, especially on something like the Logitech Brio, and invest it in some lighting, even just a dedicated lamp, because that's going to help you out much more in the long run. Though maybe don't go quite as low as the Larson webcam, maybe a few steps above that. As always, if this video helped you out, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time.